Welcome to the channel. Hope y'all realize that Fortnite is kind of shit right now. But here are a couple of the reasons why I feel like players shouldn't really be playing Reload like at all. Uh, for one, the game mode is shit. You die and then you can get killed again instantly. It's one of the worst things in Reload ever. Yeah, you might level up fast. Yeah, you might come close to winning, but close to the end, it's done. You're pretty much done once that happens. Second, Fortnite Reload could have been so much better, but due to most of the players and the way they just troll anymore, it's just ridiculous. So I personally don't find a point in playing it. Another 10 of the reasons why I don't play this, well, you know what? Let's just get this straight to the point. Fortnite overall is a shit game. It's lost its player base a lot of times, and Fortnite honestly flopped. There's been so many better games out there. I bet even Roblox has better games than Fortnite right now. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'm not saying that Fortnite couldn't come back, but due to its player base right now and the way that people just play it, I don't think it's going anywhere for now. But if I'm gonna be a content creator, I gotta show you a couple of the ways that you can be a good, I guess, squads reload player. Uh, Number one, communication. Always, I feel like communication is key in order to win. If you don't have any communications, you are cooked. Number two, this is the most important. I feel like stick with your team. Don't go off by yourself and fight a full squad by yourself. You will most likely die unless you are like the sweat of the team. But unless you're not by your team, you will most likely die. I'm not saying that you guys can't fight a one-on-one by yourself, but if you go off by yourself and fight a full-on team, you're not gonna win. Take it from someone who almost died multiple times to with a full team on me. Basically the entire game. I didn't even come out of that fight with more than 5 health. I won't win, you won't win, no one will win regardless of how good or bad at the game. You will get sprayed. That's the whole point of Reload. Spray and pray. Nothing more you can do about it. Number three, make sure your team and you always land at a spot on either two of the maps um, on Reload with no other players. So that way you guys can get enough mats, enough loot, all for 4 of your players. And if you land in a position with a lot of other players, you will most likely not have a good loadout for when you're ready to fight at all. If you don't have a loadout proper to your adjustment in a game, you won't win and you'll keep dying over and over again, leaving the rest of your team by themselves and a very low chance of you winning. If you want to win or come close to having a good loadout, I recommend always landing on the outskirts of the map. No one, if anybody lands there, it's one player. Nobody really lands on those outskirts of the map, and that gives you a good possibility of getting some good loot. Usually a shotgun and an AR, maybe some minis, and that's really all you need before you go into a fight. And then you can easily go and find some mats by just trees, whatever, rock. You'll be set for a fight with your entire team. And if spraying is all what it takes, again, that's what it takes. Because the whole point of Reload is to not really care about the opponents. You just gotta fight. And that's all you have to do. Number four, personally, you don't have to do this one, but it's more of an option. But number four, make sure you share your items with each other. If someone's good with a specific weapon, give it to them. No matter if it's your only weapon in your loadout, trade the gun with them. It'll work better for both of you. Let's say one person's good with a specific AR and you're not good with it, give it to them. Hell, they'll do better at it than you will, and you will most likely get the kill, and then you can take their gun. It'll be better for both of you, and you'll again have a higher chance of winning. It'll be good for both of you, and always share your minis with each other, your big pots, your med kits, bandages, whatever. It'll help you and your team a lot if you share, and it'll come out to a better result in the end. You'll most likely win, probably won't, but
Again, this is optional. This is what I do with my team whenever we're playing because we definitely share. We need to share because if we don't, most of the time, we don't ever come out with a good result in the end. And personally, I need to share with my team. Number five is personally one that I choose over most things, and especially when I'm playing ranked on Reload, I prefer to have teammates that aren't toxic, annoying. If you have a teammate that is toxic and annoying, automatically either mute them or leave the game. Because if you're going to have teammates like that, you're not going to be able to think or play the game properly. Some players like when people only give out callouts or when a specific teammate only does a specific option for their team. And if they're loud, annoying, toxic, rude to their team, that's not a good teammate. That teammate is trolling. They don't care about your gameplay or anything about what your gameplay is. They just want to troll. They just want to die. They don't care. Automatically leave, mute, or just take your team and play another game of something else. Usually, I don't recommend playing fills. But if you have to, try to find a decent team to play with on fills and stick with that team for a little while until you lose a game. Add them if you want. Up to you. Sometimes it's good to have have one specific friend of yours to play with you and Phil, so that way if you do have people trolling, you at least have one teammate to help you get kills, get loot, and you guys can communicate overall and have at least somewhat of a higher chance of winning. Because if you don't have a high chance of winning with randoms, I don't think you'll have a high chance of winning by yourself. Number six, I like this one only because usually I'm the one carrying it. But number six, you should usually have someone always carrying either minis, med kit, bandages, any heal product, and you should always have 3 slots open for your entire team because usually the rest of your team's always going to be carrying other weapons on them to help you. And usually, if you have the heals on you, they all they have to do is call for the stuff, and you can get it to them quickly. And so you can also stay in the action of the game, and you don't have to worry about your teammates dying on you, and then leave you behind with only 2 weapons and all the heals. Yeah, you might have a close chance to winning in the short run, but you won't last longer by yourself. If you have a decent team with you and you're by yourself and you don't have them with you, you're kind of left on your own. If you don't usually have if you're not a player who usually carries bandages or any of that stuff, don't worry about it. Just have someone else do it for you and then you can just call whenever you need it. You don't need to have a full slot of weapons on you too. Sometimes you really don't need to even have a full selection of bandages or minis or anything on you. You just need to have a specific person to hold the stuff for you, and you should be okay depending on your positioning and depending on where you're at in the game. But if you're not a type of player who likes that stuff, don't worry about it. You'll have someone who will do it for you. Just ask, and I'm sure someone will. The last one, number seven, have fun. Honestly, Reload isn't that bad of a game mode, but I hate it. I hate the game because usually I don't ever get someone good. But always have fun. It's not that big of a deal. Ranked mode, they don't ever really do tournaments on Reload ranked. It's honestly not that big of a deal. Just have as much fun as you can before this game mode goes away because I guarantee that the community is really hating on this game mode or they're really loving it, and Fortnite, Epic, whatever, they'll probably take it out due to either people complaining or liking it too much, like they do with most things, because they don't really care. So overall, have fun with it. If you're playing ranked, don't take it too seriously. It really doesn't matter. Just have fun. Just do whatever you want, I guess. Uh, Please, if you haven't already, liked, subscribe, and hit the bell whenever I make a new video. And I'll see you guys in the next one.